Hello everybody, Commander Omeslicken from Slick here. Looking at the new Elite Dangerous. Yes, we're finally here. It's out now a couple of weeks. I've been playing the beta for quite some time and I just started with the alpha, and I'm gonna show you a couple of basic tutorials about this game. Um, I presume that you know how to install it and how to log in and create an account, etc. etc. And when you log in, you will see something similar to this cockpit. Today I'm gonna show you the basic heads-up display, the HUD, and show you the various components within your cockpit. I'm currently flying an Eagle. When you start with a Sidewinder, some little cash, and then you can start playing this game. It's a sandbox space sim game, so you can do whatever you want, whatever you like. There's no obvious goal to work through. There's no real storyline. If you want to be a pirate, a merchant, a bounty hunter like I'm playing currently, you can just go out and do that. But of course, to do that, you need some information about what you will see. So let's start within this game. I'm gonna start at the top left corner. That's around here, and that's the communication panel. The communication panel will show information about communication. Who thought about that? And you can chat there with other players. If you are being hailed, you will see the information there. If you're being scanned, you will see the information there. So it's a very useful panel to look at. At the right top, you will see the information bar. You will see things going on over there, contacts that are popping up or disappearing. If you get a fee because you're hauling contraband, you will see it appearing up there. If you get a bounty, you will see it up there. It's just some basic info for the game to play. Then we go to the left sorry, left corner over here, and this is just the basic information about the target that you're currently looking at. The distance to the target, what the target is, and any other information that the system can provide you will show up here. It corresponds with this one, and that's just a graphic display of your target. Currently, you will see this is the space station that we are currently in. If you have an opponent there, another vessel, and you are in combat, you will probably lose sight of the opponent a couple of times during a fight. On that graphical display, you will see very easily what way it's turning and where it is going. So it's a pretty handy information display on your HUD. Next to that, we have let me just delete it. We have the target locator. It just displays where your target is opposing to where you are going. At the moment we have a blue circle, and that means that my target is behind me. If it's a blue dot, then the target is somewhere in front of me, and you can navigate with your joystick to that where the target is. Okay, in the middle we currently have just a little bit of information on the space station we are currently in. This is only appearing when you are docked at a space station. It's just a menu giving you three options. We go through them through another tutorial. The time, the date within the game, etc, etc, etc. A very important part within the game is on the right bottom of your screen. It's the information on your spaceship. Let's go through them quickly. This is how many shielding you still have at the moment. Every blue line represents a layer of shields, and when you get attacked with a fight or in a fight, the shields will degrade into red, and if you lose all rings around your ship, your shields are deplete it, and the next shot will hit your hull. And the hull is this bar at the bottom of your ship or below your ship. 100% of course is a full hull. 0% means you're dead. So always keep these two um, pieces of information at your side so you know when to run away like a scared dog. Okay, we have over here um, the power distribution. Um, at the moment it's set to the standard settings. We have a system, we have engine, and we have weapons. What this does is it tells you how many power from your engine or your reactor goes to which part of the systems. And system is basically the part that charges your shields. And yeah, that's basically it. So if you get hit, you want to distribute more into your system distribution because you need to power up your shields as quickly as possible. The engine, the middle one, very simple. If you have more power into your engine, you will go faster. If you have less power in your engine, you will go slower. I will show you that in a later tutorial when we are in flight. And the weapon is simply how many power is going to your weapon, and particle beams or laser beams or pulse lasers will use up uh, juice, energy, and the more power you give to your weapon, the longer you can shoot. Next to that, you have a very important piece of info about um, flight control. Let's call it that. Yeah, let's call it flight control. The top bar you see over here is the basic information about your signature. If you fly, if you use your engine or the boost of your engine, you will generate more heat and you will be more exposed and you more more exposed to the rest of the universe. There is a silent mode that almost depletes every heat you are generating, but I will come to that in a later part of this basic tutorials. Below that is fuel consumption. Let me get away first. Fuel consumption over here. I don't really take notice to that. I don't know why it is. I just think it's a little bit gimmick. But hey, maybe if you are an advanced player and not a casual player like me, you will see use for that type of information. Below that is your fuel tank, and every block represents some of your fuel. And if you go in super cruise mode, let me explain that. You have super cruise mode in this game, I will show you later on, and you have jumping capabilities. Both are initiated by engaging your FSD, and super cruise is just a very fast way of getting within a system from one way to another. I will show you later on. And jumping, light jumps, is excuse me, jumping from one system to the next. Super cruise takes up some fuel, and light jumping almost takes blocks of fuel, sometimes 3 or 4 in a row. And if you want to jump from light system to the light system, you need sometimes to refuel because you don't have enough fuel to make the jump in one go. We come back to that later. The mass locked here is basically if you are near a large object like the space station we are currently in, you cannot engage your FSD drive, and so you cannot go to super cruise or make a space jump and hyper jump, because the mass of that object is pulling you towards the object himself. We'll show that on later, but you have to go far from the object, and On that moment, if the blue light goes out, then you can make your jump. Landing gear below it. Oh, sorry. Below it, pretty obvious. My landing gear currently is deployed because I'm standing on a landing platform. The cargo scoop is also a very important one. Um, if you attack an opponent, 9 out of 10 times they jettison their cargo, and it will show as objects just floating in space. And you can scoop up that cargo with your cargo scoop. I will give you an example later on, of course. Then we have um, two more panels that are not visible at the moment, on the left and the right side. Let me introduce you to Voice Attack at the moment. Voice Attack is a neat little program that converts voice commands into keyboard strokes, and you can use that to play the game a little more realistically, but also you don't have to take your hands off your joysticks. I have a HODA set up. I'm using a Cytec X52 Pro at the moment, and with Voice Attack you don't have to take your hands off and give commands to your computer, and um, they will be yeah. I'm sorry, lost the word there. Okay, so if I say navigation, navigation.
Navigation panel.
So you had to wake up for a second. You will see that I switched to the left panel, which you will pretty much deal with quite often, and you will hear her responding to me that I go to the navigation panel. I will not go in this panel very deeply. We will do that on a different tutorial, but basically on this tab you will see all the planets around you and also all the interesting things within your solar system. Um, the distance LS, I think it means light seconds, so that's within the system. And if it says light years, LY, of course you have to jump through it with an hyperspace jump. On the left side on this you will see where you are at the moment, where you are going, and the galaxy and the system map I will show you later on in a tutorial. Transactions, if you get a fee or if you get a bounty, it will show up here. Various missions you can pick up, it will show up here, and you can get all sort of information about those. The contacts, everyone around you, you can use this to make contact with like a space dock to dock at the space station. Sub-targets is if you are attacking a very large vessel like an Anaconda or a Type 9 hauler, those kind of ships, they have sub-targets like engines or turrets or the FSD itself, and you can target that specific part on the ships to disable them and yeah, to make your life a little bit easier to take them down. Cargo, I don't have a cargo scanner in this ship, but if you have a cargo scanner, you can select the target, scan them for cargo, and they will show up what they have. You want to be a pirate, that's a very nifty thing to have, so you can see what you are attacking and what kind of bounty you will get out of it. Okay, let's go back to the middle. Then we have the systems panel. System, systems.
Systems panel.
I'm sorry. She is very stubborn today. Also here we have a couple of different menus. As you can see, I just started this game with the alpha, so all previous has been lost, so I'm a novice according to this game. You'll see your balance and also the rebuy cost. If you die within the game, you have an option to start with the standard Sidewinder or to buy your current ship, and below your balance you will see how much that is. if you have a local bounty, and what your reputation is. Next to that, you have all kind of sorts of reputations, where you have been, and with factions you have your reputations with. As you can see, I'm all neutral. Modules, we come back to that later, but these are basically all the modules that you have installed on your ship, and you can see how much power they draw. Very important if you have almost the maximum power consumption according to your reactor. Fire groups, you can use different fire groups if you have very big guns that takes a lot of power. You may want to put them in a different fire group so that you don't use up all your energy at once if you fire those big things guns off. Cargo, if you have cargo, and functions, well, that's basically just an overview of what your ship is doing. And landing gear is deployed, the cargo scoop is retracted, etc. etc. Okay, that's about it for this first tutorial. Um, I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit sick, so maybe I don't sound that good. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and you will come back later for the next one. Bye bye.